Hey guys, just getting the call started here. Give me 1 second to get everybody on. Sorry, I was a minute late. I was actually talking to a prospective agent, so it's I just wanted to get off that call before I got on this one. So I trust everybody's having a good week. I know I am. It's been busy already. Let's see. Okay. Any wins? Any wins for you guys this week? Any wins from the group? Any attraction wins? Any real estate wins? Any good conversations you guys want to talk about? Has everybody thought about their value proposition and what you guys can offer, like on a fairly regular basis? I think that's important that we're all, looking towards, what our best offer would be to other individuals out there in the real estate space. So anybody want to talk about, your value propositions that you've been thinking about or wanting to pitch to other people or talk to other people about? I'm gonna call here. I'm just gonna put them on mute. All right. Well, let's again, any wins? Any wins from the group this week? Anything that you guys thought that went really well for you all? Angela, I want to follow up with your person up there in Washington. We haven't had a chance to follow up with them, so we can do that. And I trust your son's still doing well down in Ocala. Good.
Yep, he's about finished everything up, he said.
Good. I haven't had a chance to talk with him. I owe him a phone call just to see how things are going and how they're moving along. I'll be in Florida in second week of September, so I'll be down in Orlando seeing
Okay,
the
I'll be down there
mouse.
then too.
Oh, well, good. Maybe we can hook up if you. I don't know if I won't have a car, so if you want to, maybe we can hook up and go get something to drink or something in one of the parks. But anyhow, yeah, let's go ahead and get started today. Let me pull up the agenda for the day. I think we're on week 3, but just to recap, and I pretty much have this memorized at this point in time. But the recap that we like to discuss and talk about, or the phases of attraction, really fall into, I feel like, 6 different buckets. That first bucket is building up who you're going to speak with, who you're going to talk to on a fairly regular basis. When I say that, what I feel works best, the way I do it, and it's been a little bit jumbled over the last month, where my days have been all over the place, where I've been pulled away to take people to doctor's appointments or be called into another office situation where I can't maintain a strict schedule, but I still try to put in my 5 to 10 hours a week. And that seems really like a limited amount of time to do this, but I'm telling you, that's all it really takes. I had my best revenue share check I've ever had last month. It was really good. Things are definitely moving in the right direction, and it's only because of the consistency that myself and Larry and some of the other people in our group work together on. Larry and I have a really good system right now that we've worked out where we're basically tag teaming. He's talking to somebody, I'm talking to somebody. Hey, Larry, can you reach out to this person for that? Hey, Eric, can you reach out to this person for this? And that seems to be a really good way of running this particular business, at least for me. I don't have the luxury of having been doing real estate for 30 years where I have this big book of people to speak with, but I have the time to do it. And I think that's what you want to figure out, is when can you do this? So that dovetails into the second bucket, which is not putting all of your time, or not even putting 20% of your time into agent attraction, only putting maybe 1 to 5% of your time into it, because you're already in the profession, you're already doing what you're doing, you're already speaking with real estate agents on a everyday basis. If those couple agents you spoke to every day could receive from you something of value, maybe a webinar that they're going to attend, that you're going to invite them to on a monthly basis, or an event that you're going to do for them, or a newsletter you're going to send to them, or I don't know, there's newsletters that are already out there. I just take clips from those newsletters and send them to people from time to time. Say, hey, I saw this article, I thought about you, and I sent it to them. And whether I really thought about them or not, the point is I am thinking about them, whether that article made me thinking about them or not is my point. So I just really feel like it's important that we're continuously reaching out to people on that regular basis. So week 3 then is this week, and this is, crafting your value proposition. What is it that makes you different? What is it that makes you unique? Why should people be tapping into you? The way we do it here with Darren Cottrill and myself at American Destiny is we have an REO referral group, and we run a monthly mastermind. And we've actually been using Jeff Russell's mastermind on a monthly basis because he does exactly the same thing that we want to promote. And Larry's been helping out as well, where he has his wealth building mastermind on Friday, and we invite people to that on a once a month basis. So anybody that's not in our EXP circle, that maybe they're part of ADR, maybe they've been working with ADR and that's American Destiny Real Estate. Maybe they've been working with them for the last 20 years, but now they're invited to a monthly wealth building mastermind, which is, fairly agnostic. We don't talk EXP. And honestly, when we do our weekly wealth building calls on Fridays with Larry, we rarely ever delve into the nuts and bolts of what we do at EXP. It's just what we do that adds value to our agents. If we're ever talking about KV Core, if we're ever talking about Zillow Flex programs, or the different tools in our toolbox that we have, that's what we really focus on. As I tell agents all the time, it's not so much that we chose EXP as our platform, which, believe me, it's phenomenal. We love it. But it's the group that we've created within this EXP model that makes us different, that makes us special, that makes our production off the charts. Our production is off the charts. Our small group here at EXP, we'll do well over 200 million for the year, which is probably unheard of for a brand new group coming into EXP. But I have agents right now. I have several that have already done 10 million this year, and it's only August. We have several that have already, even more, that have done 5 million this year, and it's only August. And most of I'd say maybe a third of our agents to a half of our agents in our group will cap this year, meaning they're going to be at 100% commission very quickly, or for the rest of the year once they do cap. And I probably have 3 or 4 that will achieve what's called icon status, where when you icon, you've basically capped, then you've done enough transactions after you cap, where EXP gifts you all that money, all that commission back in the form of stock. Some of it vests, some of it doesn't. So, it's basically, in the 2 years I've been with EXP, I have over 10,000 in stock. Mine is vesting though currently, so I can't cash it in. But when I ever do want to, and I probably won't anyhow, I like to keep my stocks. It's, EXP's trading around $12 a share right now. It's been as low as 9. It's been as high as, I think, 25 since I've owned it. So it's been a good stock to have. I like it when it's low because I get more of it whenever they gift it to me. And I get gifted stock whenever agents in my organization do a transaction, or if I do a transaction, which I don't. So I rely solely on my agents. And by the way, that 10,000 in stock, I didn't pay for a dime of it. It was all because of the efforts I've been putting into EXP. So let's talk about value propositions. Anybody want to talk about what their value proposition is? What you can focus on, even if it's something little or small? Hold on 1 second. Is that okay?
I'll jump in here, Eric, and this is something that I think all of you guys can share, right? Because everybody comes from different backgrounds and stuff, but this is something, guys, our NAR settlement just went into effect on the 17th, right? Like, I think that was Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. People are not ready for it. Independent brokerages, agents are going to get effing crushed by this, because some of the fines that are being implemented, we're talking $4,000 to $7,000 first offense. That will put agents out of the business altogether. Like, that one fine will put a lot of agents out of the business. this is where, so this is a campaign that I built out in CRM Grow. If you're a part of CRM Grow, I can share this with you. If not, like, you can copy this and paste this, right? But EXP is leading this charge on this. The MLS that started this lawsuit in Missouri has approved EXP's documentation for this. There's competitors that are using this. Use this time to help other people, because their brokers, especially if they're small independents, are trusting the MLS forms that are coming out, which are not consumer advocates. They are some broad-based contracts. They're not protecting your consumer, right? So yes, you might need to get that signed, but be using the EXP stuff. And so this is where I put together an email campaign that goes into a lot of other stuff just around the NAR settlement. Look, it's time to elevate, to unite and elevate, right? Look, I hope this finds you well. You know, as we all know, the real estate industry is undergoing some major significant changes that we haven't seen in decades, blah, 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 about the NAR deadline. In times like these, it's crucial for us to come together, support each other, and navigate. Over the past few weeks, EXP has been the forefront of helping agents prepare for this future, right? Leo's been doing this, been featured across several news articles, etc. The truth is, right, blah, blah, blah. But then I end up, look, today I'm reaching out just to share this toolkit, right? There's companies, there's competing companies, there's MLSs that are using this. Like, here, use this toolkit for free. Don't worry about this. If you don't take my word for it, here is, you know, where Leo was on CNN, I believe it was, information about this NAR settlement. Let me know if you need anything else. Guys, you can talk to anybody about that. It doesn't have to be like, this is ways to add value to people right now. And so that is my major talk track of adding value to people right now.
That's perfect, Larry. And by the way, you can do that KV Core. You can set up exactly what Larry's doing as a drip campaign. You just need the templates. You can do it in KV Core, so you don't have to invest in CRM Grow. We like CRM Grow. It's very easy to share things amongst each other. But the point is, that could be your value proposition. Just, you know, taking the 100 agents in your sphere that know, like, and trust you, and sending them a monthly email that's going to make their life better. That's maybe going to save them thousands of dollars. Some coaching tips, some the NAR settlement information. That's perfect information. And, you know, that's really the differences between, you know, agents that are crushing it with a revenue share, and agents that are just, you know, looking from the outside in, is that those agents have made that effort, that commitment to themselves, that on a weekly basis are going to take 1 or 2 hours out of their week and send these emails out. And you don't even have to do that, because once you set up a drip, it happens automatically. You just have to reach out to those agents on a somewhat regular basis, maybe quarterly, and just, hey, how's it going? Haven't talked to you for a couple months. Just wanted to check and see how you're doing. Have you been getting the emails I've been sending you? Hope they're valuable, blah, blah, blah. And then invite them to a mastermind, or invite them to coffee, or invite them to whatever. The more that they're engaging with us, the more that they're coming to our mastermind calls, like Larry's wealth building call, or Jeff's call on the 3rd Thursday of the month, or the American Destiny call, or Joseph Limo, or whichever one you like the best to invite them to, that they're gonna start seeing that we do a lot of good things together. So I like that, Larry.
I put the toolkit in the chat box, and then Eric, I send you that template email. If you could send it out to everybody, use it, make it your own. You know, like, it doesn't matter to me, but this is our time to educate, add some massive value. Like, instead of coming from this scarcity approach, I'm so fucking excited about this. This is the first time, like, and some of you guys have heard this, that we can negotiate our commissions. Oh my, like, I've been wanting this for 17 years, because I know I'm better than, like, my negotiation skills are better than everybody else's. Now I can actually do that, right? Now I can position for this. And this is a game changer. Like, don't come from this scarcity mindset. this will help us capture market share. And who else wants to capture market share with us? Come along for the ride or figure it out on yourself. It doesn't matter to me.
Absolutely. Now, has that sparked anything for anybody? Is this something that you guys like? Is this something you guys think you could use, or is there anything else? I know, Angela, you've talked about doing webinars in the past. I think you have the knowledge. You absolutely have the knowledge to do it. It's just a matter of getting like a 2 or 3 series down and promote it and get it out to people. And then we just start doing it, and I'll help you with that.
Yeah, that'd
Anybody
be
on this?
great. And I've also talked to Larry about doing that with my HUD listings. I was gonna do them this week, but we've had construction going on. They're putting new siding on the house, so it's been bang, 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 bang. So I gotta find a quiet place to do that.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. I know over the next month, my life's going to be insane over the next month, and then I leave to go to Europe for a month, and it's like, when do I find the time to do this stuff? I have made the determination in my mind, though, that I can't think that I have to do it all and do it all yesterday. You know, there has to be, for me at least, a process. You know, I'm in this game. I'm approaching 60. I'm in this game for at least another 20 years, where I want to be influential. I want to be a um, a mentor, a coach, somebody that's going to be giving back, maybe even 25 years. So 25 years is a long time. I was only in practice for 25 years in my other job. So it's I don't have to do this all next week. None of us do. But with that being said, if you're going to drive from New York to Los Angeles and you don't at least get in the car and start the engine, you're never going to get there. You can even get there driving 1 mile an hour. You'll get there. It'll take you 4 years, but you'll get there. It's the same thing with this part of our business. We'll all get there if we do something every week consistently. And I know we harp on that, but it's so true. And there's nothing else. There's nothing else like this in the real estate profession. Just think about how many people you've referred or recommended to other brokerages over the years, and you probably didn't get much for it. Maybe a handshake, maybe a gift card. I don't know. We were trying to do that even with our brokerage we had here in Pittsburgh. We gave agents that referred somebody to the brokerage, like the first 3 transactions, we gave them their commission. That was nice, but after that, we weren't giving them anything. With EXP, you have the potential to earn $3,000 per person per year who's productive in caps. That's 7 layers deep. So, Angela, if your son refers somebody that refers 2 other people, you're getting a commission on all those people. It's better than revenue share, because we don't have. It's better than profit share, because you don't have to show a profit, you just have to show revenue. And essentially what EXP's done, and we put this in the last newsletter, is that 20% that we're paying in commission, the company dollar, they're taking half that company dollar and giving that back to the agents. So roughly, I think in 2023, it was $250 million. This year will probably be 300 million. Probably in a couple of years, it'll be $500 million that is gifted back to the agents in revenue share. And it's just easier now. Just when you want to refer somebody or to refer them to the group, though, you're not referring them to the EXP, they're referring them to our group. You can call it the Alliance Group if you're under Jeff, the Russell Realty Group. If you're under Larry, Alliance Group. If you're under me or Darren, the Cottrell Bengal Group. Or if you just want to say, hey, it's the group, it doesn't matter. We struggled with branding a little bit when we first started this back in 2023, and we just finally came to the realization it doesn't matter what you call it. We're just trying to make everybody's lives better. Well, we're 51. Any questions? Anything else anybody wants to talk about today?
This is Sean. I want some clarities regarding the advertising for commission. So right now, sometimes I advertise with e-flyers, those kind of things, on the property. So on those e-flyers, are we allowed to put the commission to be paid?
For the house? I don't know the
For the
answer to that
house.
question. That would be something I'd
So-
ask your California
Yeah,
broker
I-
team.
So to my knowledge, we cannot advertise a broker's commission. Like, as you can say that, again, this is where you want to really advertise, like you really want to talk to your particular broker, because California has a whole new set of rules and stuff like that. From my understanding, you can say, that we're entertaining all offers, right, what you're looking for, like, most of our clients will pay that, but it cannot be advertised. Like, that was the whole antitrust law, basically, that we were basically like price fixing this industry. So I would err on the side of caution, and I would jump into the state broker room immediately and kind of figure that out. But I would say no. And what I found, even on like my HUD listings and stuff like that, it's opening up conversations for me to have with a number of different agents. That's a recruiting opportunity in my eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the buyer's agent has to do their job too. It's been on the listing agent all these years to set the commissions. Now the buyer's agent's got to basically show their worth, show why they deserve a 3% or 2.5% or whatever the case might be. So
Hey, Eric, it's Darren.
Hey,
Hey, Larry's spot on that. I think you want to stay away from the conversation, other than the fact that the seller, at least the sellers we're working with on our side, are all willing to give compensation. So, which is a concession at this point. That's the buzzword, right? So, all that is on the table. I don't think we want to get in any minutia when it comes to numbers or anything like that, but just the fact of fully negotiable, bring your offers, stay in that lane, and then we should be okay.
Because there's going to be ambulance chasers out there, right? And like, just like this, right? Like, there's going to be ambulance chasers, and oh, was your agent offered a commission? Oh my gosh, like antitrust laws, right? Like, jump into this, right? Like, I would steer clear and put that on the buyer's agent. And when they call, yes, absolutely. Our clients are willing to, pay that. Please put your offer in writing and send it over. And then then it becomes a negotiation at that point in time, but it's not set in stone.
So next week we'll talk about mastering the discovery call. And the discovery call is when you're talking to a person. We are absolutely still recommending that anytime that you have a prospective agent you want to talk to, that you just basically set up a call with Larry, myself, Jeff Russell, basically somebody in your organization. I have 2 calls later today. It's an agent did this. That's exactly what they did. They have people that are interested. They've been talking to them. It's not like they haven't been talking. They've been talking about the group, talking about what we do, but they just feel better with me having the conversation, breaking the ice a little bit. And it is easier. I mean, it's just easier to have that conversation because we know the fees, we know the different structures. It's something that took me probably 6 months to really learn. I could honestly probably know it a little bit better, but it's just I think it's a better route to take. So if you have somebody that's interested, shoot whoever you're gonna do the 3-way call with an email, making the introduction, and then we'll take it from there. You'll still do the follow-up. It's still important that you're following up with that person and not leaving them hanging. How, maybe asking them how the call go, just want to check in, see where you're at with everything. But the important part of all of this is to make sure that we're, getting the agents the information that they need. So, I just realized something. We're supposed to have our Darren's call at the same time, right? Or no, that's at 1:30. Is that 1:30? Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
that's
I saw Darren jumping in. I'm thinking, oh shit, did I mess this
No,
up?
so
Okay.
Right, too. I was like, welcome back, Darren. Like, oh my God, you're just getting involved. I love it.
Yeah, I thought for sure. I mean, I screwed something up. Okay, it wouldn't
No,
be.
you're good. You're good.
I would have put it past
actually-
me. Would have put it past me.
No, 1:30. I know I'm on the way. I have a meeting at 2:00.
Okay,
So I know I'll
okay.
be in the car maybe. So I wanted to give you and give a shout before I could, and then I'll
Okay, yeah,
definitely be on at 1:30, but it'll be brief.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so, well, anything else before we end off today, or we good? Well, remember, we're here for you guys. So, don't be afraid when you're getting on these calls to engage a little bit. We want to basically get you guys to that next level, get you, one or two or 5 or 10 or 15 agents that are underneath you in your organization. When you see that first rev share check come through, you'll say, hey, this stuff does work, and it does work. So, anyhow, that's it for me today. Looks like we recorded the call, so we'll throw it up on our Facebook. If you guys have anything else upcoming, let me know, and then we'll see everybody at 1:30. Darren's going to do a quick overview as to what's been happening with American Destiny for the last few weeks, and we'll go from there. So have a good day, guys. We'll see you.